The Arctic, once a frozen vastness, now teeters on the brink of collapse. The world's 1 million tons of melting Arctic ice cap is losing sea ice cover at an alarming rate, accelerating towards a catastrophic tipping point. It wasn't always this way. In the 1990s, scientists estimated that the Arctic was melting at around 13% per decade. But new research reveals that the actual rate has been 3 times faster. Now, it's shrinking by around 40% every decade. This drastic shift can be attributed to decades of anthropogenic greenhouse gas emissions, primarily carbon dioxide and methane, which have raised global temperatures by over 1 degree C since the late 19th century. In 1980, there were approximately 10 million square kilometers of Arctic sea ice. By 2019, that number had dwindled to around 4.7 million, a decline of nearly half in just 4 decades. This sudden and precipitous drop has far-reaching consequences for global ocean currents, marine ecosystems, and human societies. The impact on marine life is already being felt. For example, the global walrus population, which was once estimated at over 200,000, has dwindled to around 120,000 due to reduced access to breathing holes in the sea ice. The consequences of this decline will be severe, as these majestic creatures play a vital role in maintaining the balance of Arctic ecosystems. The economic implications are equally alarming. In 2013, the estimated annual revenue generated by Arctic shipping and fishing was around $14 billion. However, with a rapidly shrinking sea ice cover, this industry is facing significant disruption, the very foundation of many communities that depend on these sectors for their livelihoods. Furthermore, the reduction in sea ice also poses a serious threat to global food security. Climate modeling suggests that a 2 degrees C increase in temperature will result in a 40% decline in fish stocks worldwide. This would have disastrous consequences for countries heavily reliant on seafood as a staple of their diets. One stark example of the devastating impact is the Canadian Arctic, where indigenous communities are witnessing firsthand the effects of warming ocean temperatures and reduced ice coverage. In just 5 years, the regional fishing quotas have declined by an astonishing 75%. The implications for food security in these regions will be dire if drastic action is not taken to reduce greenhouse gas emissions. The scientific consensus is clear. Urgent and collective action must be taken to mitigate climate change. Transitioning to renewable energy sources, increasing energy efficiency, and adopting sustainable practices are essential steps towards reducing our carbon footprint. The Arctic ice cap's fate serves as a warning. We have a narrow window of opportunity to prevent further catastrophic damage before it's too late. As we've journeyed to the top of the world, witnessing the sheer scale of the Arctic's dwindling ice cap, it's clear that the consequences of our actions are stark and unforgiving. The alarming loss of sea ice cover not only signals a catastrophic shift in the planet's delicate climate balance, but also sets off a chain reaction of devastating impacts on marine ecosystems and global food supplies. We stand at a precipice, where the fate of the Arctic and the future of our planet hangs in the balance. It's time for us to acknowledge the science, accept the urgency, and choose a different path forward, one that prioritizes sustainability, innovation, and collective responsibility. Will you join the fight against climate change?